Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we've decided we're going to take an old 100-year-old piece of Harrow and we're going to give it a few new teeth where it needs them, rebar in this case, and just weld it with this little cheapo wire welder. It had the handles cut off years ago by a man who shall remain nameless in a big open field with a rotary cutter. In my defense, my father did not tell me that it was still sitting in the field when he asked me to mow the field. And it was waist high and crap, and I just felt ka-clunk and heard a kabam, and there went all the handles off of it. Well, except for this handle, it just got bent over. But it's a John Deere Harrow. It was a good working Harrow at one time. And it's just kind of been a flat drag thingy that's been around here for years now. And, well, we decided to stand it back up, to weld these. This one does actually still all move in one piece. When you move the adjuster, it stands them all up. So we got that working for us at least. So we're welding these in place with the MIG welder, with the wire welder, putting the new teeth in here using the wire welder, using rebar, and going to make some extra drags. If we had some old railroad spikes, they'd work really good for this. They made them adjustable in the old days. You could just, as they wore off, you just loosen this and slide it down. But we really don't have good access to new Harrow teeth. Not that I'm aware, at least not like those. If I'm wrong, somebody let me know. Everybody usually does let me know when I'm wrong, so you wouldn't know different for sure. But anyway, yeah, we've been using this little welder here a neighbor gave us, and doing pretty well. Me and old boy over there.
Yep, sowing some oats.
Yep, going to sow some oats tomorrow on some small animal pasture. We're putting forage oats, which are supposed to have more leaves than regular oats. At least that's what the guy at the farm store said at the MFA here in Missouri. I asked him, I said, so what's the advantage of forage oats? And he says, oh, well, they're supposed to have more leaves on them. I said, I never knew that. So, did you know that?
Nope, not until about a week ago.
But so you did know it when I picked the oats up. Which we still have to get the oats out of the vehicle too.
I need longer to maturity also. I do that part.
They take longer to mature. They put on more leaf than a regular oat.
When they're done, maybe switch to like a sorghum Sudan or something.
Oh yeah, we could sow some sorghum Sudan later on after the forage oats are done. And we're putting this out for goats and sheep, and
maybe some cow beef.
a couple of maybe a couple of heifers or partial bull pasture in the fall. Just whatever, just to grow some extra stuff, some new stuff. We'll let it grow up, and I think we're planning on taking some of our net fencing. Right, you bought some net fencing,
Yeah.
and we can divide up the pasture for the goats and the sheep out there on it. But
Rotate them.
yeah, rotate them on the pasture. Look at these pliers, Stanley. They got these big old thick plastic handles. When I first seen them, when we got them, I just swore that those would have cracked off and been gone a long time ago. But you know what? Not very big, but these things are durable. And they're not even loose in the handles yet. They still cut wire, Some of them get to where they won't cut wire anymore, but I think that's a pretty durable little set of pliers. I don't think they're American made, but, Chinese ain't all wrong. I mean, they have survived for thousands of years on the stuff that they produce. So, although I wish even more things were American made again, because some of the best tools I've got in my arsenal back there are from the 1940s and 50s. They're still going. The stuff from Hobo Freight lasts for sometimes a whole day after I get it home. Yep. I hope so. I hope that brand new air compressor we got back there lasts for 30 years like the last one did. I have my doubts, but hey, I know you can't win them all, but if it'd at least go 20, 25 years, I'd feel like we won. I mean, you pay $700, $800 for a shop air compressor for no more than we do. That yellow one back there in the corner. Can you see it back there? Yeah, there it is, back there by the furnace. Way back there, little DeWalt. Anyway, it's been handy so far. You guys know anybody that works on tire changers in Northwest Missouri? I've got a FMC. It's kind of like a Coates 4040 clone. And it doesn't do anything anymore. I'd sure like it if that thing would work again. But, you know, I'm thinking about taking and turning it upside down myself and seeing if you stomp the foot valve to operate the tire changer and nothing happens. It just very barely makes any air noise at all. I'm kind of thinking it's already messed up. We just turn it upside down and see if we can fix it, you know? I think it might be all right. Might be all right. Everybody better watch the roads, I tell you that. The roads by here out in the country today, for the last 3 days, people are getting out and putting the fertilizer on the fields. The co-ops are running, putting the lime down and fertilizer down, and they're already starting to spray some fields, and the roads are hot. And there's not too many good old boys working for the co-ops anymore that knew what the hell they were doing in a truck. And a lot of the youngsters they've got driving have never driven before they went to work for a co-op in a semi. And, well, you got to watch them because they'll run you off the cotton picking road, you know. They don't know what they're doing yet. And there ain't anybody around to slap the dog crap out of them and let them know it. Until they do something wrong and create a problem for the co-op or run over some damn buddy. So just watch your roads and your back roads out there, guys, the gravel roads and the blacktops out in the country, because there's a lot of people on them right now, tractors and trucks. You don't want to pop over a hill somewhere and meet your maker because somebody's got the road took up. Just be aware and know that between now and June, you're going to have to watch these back roads for sure for equipment and machinery. Liable to be anywhere at any time, tell you that much. What do you think about our new skid steer, Cal?
It's good.
We've got that Case 1840. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the best machines I've ever owned.
Yeah. Clean and works good.
And in the future, I wouldn't mind picking up like an 1845 because it's hard to find one with low hours. That one only has 2,500 hours on this 1840, but I feel like I like it well enough that I'd like to, in the future, probably get another one. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
If you get a chance to pick up an 1840 or a Case 1845, either one of those, pretty darn good machine. And actually, I have operated the Case 40XT and 60XT machines, are very similar to the 1840 and 1845. Still got that same Cummins 4VT motor in there on them. And there ain't a dang thing wrong with them. The biggest thing wrong with them, I used to work for a rental outfit, and we had a couple of 40XTs, and they were fine machines. But the biggest problem with them was when idiots would rent them out, they wouldn't pay any attention to them. They'd turn them over in a pit somewhere and let the oil run out of them and tip them back up and start them and never check the oil and burn up a motor or two. You know, of course, they paid for it, but people mistreat them, and then they're like, that thing's a pile of crap. Well, you are going to have your occasional pile of crap, but you can't mistreat something and then call it a pile of crap because you were being a douche, you know? Anyway, y'all, if you hit that subscribe, come on back to One Piece at a Time Ranch and see us once in a while. If you hit that subscribe button, it's free and you will see the notifications. So come on back, y'all.